figure out what you want, really, really want, what would make you radically happy, and then write it down as clearly as you can, in as much detail as you can. And then every day for the next 30 days, sit down with whatever you've written, read it through a couple of times, and then close your eyes and imagine stepping into the having of that. Welcome back to the Oracle on Purpose podcast. I'm your host, Leah Dunlap, the Oracle on Purpose, and I'm here again today to share a little side tip and note for you from the Oracle. And I want to let you know that, of course, this whole show is for you if you're a woman founder or an entrepreneur, because what we're trying to do here with this show is to help you to become inspired, to have some new ideas, hopefully some new or invigorated passion for what you're doing and how you're making a difference in the world. I absolutely know that you're here on purpose, and I want to make sure that you get all the tools and resources to make sure that happens. So with that in mind, we're going to talk just for a few minutes about the law of attraction, and more importantly, the secret of the law of attraction, which is really about unlocking your dream life. Now, I want to slow that down. It's unlocking your dream life. I love this topic, and here's why. So often when people kind of come to the law of attraction or they learn about the secret itself, they feel as if it's too far-fetched. It's too far away from them. It feels fanciful or mystical. And the reality of it is that we know scientifically that we interact with life on a quantum level. In other words, what you think about, you bring about isn't just a nice saying. It's truly how we interact with the world and how we're created to interact with the world. So, of course, as an oracle and working in divine intuition, I utilize my skills and my gifts to help people, and everyone has the capacity to tap into the source of creation, which is energy, which is the movement of energy through science, right? So we're talking quarks, we're talking neurons, we're talking energy, we're talking crystals, we're talking physicality, and we're talking about you. You. The universe moves through you. Having and manifesting and using the law of attraction isn't something you have to do. It is something you are already doing. Let me say it again. It's something you're already doing. Using the law of attraction isn't something you have to go off and figure out and learn how to do, right? It is something that your system already understands. The core and the secret part of it, right, is to understand how you can unlock your dream life by utilizing it better, by being intentional, by opening up the power, right, under the hood, if you will, and taking it all the way out. Like, what is that? I love this phrase, like, drive it like you stole it. Like, in other words, take actual ownership of the power that you're already in touch with. You don't believe me? Think about your life right now. I just want you to take a second and think about your life right now. It is either, okay, I'm challenging you, but I want you to think about it. It is either an outpicturing of what you feared or what you dreamed of having happen in your life. It's the truth. You're already using the law of attraction. You've never stopped. Now, are you using it well? Are you using it intentionally? Are you using it at the behest of your highest vision, right? Are you using it to unlock your dream life? If not, stick around, because that's what I want to talk to you about. It's like having a Ferrari and driving it in second gear. Not good. Not good for you. Not good for the Ferrari, right? It's meant to be unleashed through you, through your fulfillment of your biggest and boldest dreams. The very building blocks of creation move through us, each of us individually. So without you, there really is no dream life. So you must start to see that what you are wanting in your life and your business, right? Whatever your biggest, juiciest, most audacious goals have been, it's time to take them off the shelf, right? To put them in front of you and claim them. We often say, and I'm going to attribute to this to Terry Cole Whitaker, because this is where I heard it, and it always stuck with me like moons ago, which is, that's for me. If you go out in the world and you see a reflection of something and you're like, man, I would really love that. That is so incredible. That would be so amazing to have that or be that. Instead of leaving it in that wish unfulfilled box, I challenge you to call it in. And that's what Terry Cole Whitaker used to say. She used to say, that's for me. With that intention, with that focus. Now, here's the good thing. When you do that, you are moving it literally out of the someday maybe possibility into ready to be fulfilled, right? You know how you get those orders, like you order something online and it shows you like the little dots going across the screen, right? It's been your orders have been received. It's been shipped. It's on the way. This is the equivalent of saying, that's for me is your order has been received, right? Putting it down, being really clear. Like, I really want that. I dream of experiencing that. I dream of building that, right? Whether that's building a house or having a family, whether it's traveling the world or owning a coffee shop. All of these things really, it doesn't matter. The form doesn't matter as much as the process and the fact that it's coming through you. And that is the secret. The secret is the world needs you. When people say that, when they say the world needs you and what you have to offer, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Exactly what you, all of your scheming and dreaming and planning and hoping, that's where the world gets to create. That's where God, frankly, gets to move in the world through us, right? We are the expression of that creativity, that divinity, that magic. So when you're saying to yourself, I don't get this law of attraction thing, that's like saying, I don't get how I breathe. Well, yeah, you can learn how to breathe better, but you already know how to breathe. It actually is inherently natural to you to create and to use the law of attraction. What isn't necessarily is unlocking that secret extra level, right? The boost, the power boost of what your dream life really looks like. Now you might ask, why would that be? Why don't I do that? Why don't we do that? Why don't you do that? Simple. First of all, most people aren't encouraged to dream at all, right? It's not like, hey, kids, let's go dream about what our most amazing life is. Let's go scheme about how we can change the world for the better. Let's sit down in our circle this morning, children, and talk about what you believe is important and valuable. What you would do if you ran the world. That's not typical. I wish it were. I have a child myself, and I wish it were. And I do my best on my time with him to do so. And I want to give you that, acknowledgement that it's not normal We haven't really taken the time to develop that as a big, important piece of the puzzle of life. And yet it is. It's huge. Probably the hugest piece of life, which is what the heck do you want? What do you want? What makes you so lit up inside? You are vibrating. Write it down. Write it down as clearly as you can. And then close your eyes and imagine having it. This is tricky. I'm going to tell you something about having it. And I just wanted to take a few minutes to talk about this. So there's a lot more I can say, of course. So if you are like, I want more, I want to know and understand more, I invite you to join the Limitless Life Club because this is the stuff that we talk about every single week. We literally take you step by step into how to create that dream life, how to find your way into building and standing and turning that engine on and moving forward into your future of your whatever your version of a limitless dream life is. So if you're like, I need more of this, please, this is my personal invitation to you. Check it out. It's simple, it's easy. You can find us here, limitlesslifeclub.org. Okay? Now, in the meantime, know that it's not complicated. Okay? I wrote a book about this many moons ago, not too many, but long enough that basically came and brought it down into 6 steps, 6 pieces that you can continually use over and over again, right? And I don't have time today to go through all those pieces, but I want to touch on a couple of them. The ones that are like to start you out, because even in these steps that I'm about to give you, these are the things that most people don't even do. First of all, admit that they have dreams and desires that are outside of their regular day, right? That they've chosen to like step into a life pattern and a path, and they haven't even really considered what would it really look like to live your dream life. So first and foremost, do that. Ask yourself a better question. What is your dream life? And it could be as simple as journaling that out. Like start there. My dream life is X. I like to call it, what is a day in your dream life? Start from the beginning. When you open your eyes, are you in the city? Are you in the country? Are you living in a yurt? I don't know. You tell me. But start there and then imagine, what is everything that is surrounding you? What is your day like? Because that's going to tell you some clues about what your actual dream life is. Now, if you finish this and you start to see that it's not exactly aligned with your current life, again, let's talk. You can reach out to me and we can help you figure out how to bring that alignment together. First, you got to start there, right? Utilize the system that you already are attached to as the law of attraction and start to manifest and unlock your dream life. The other thing is, once you've written that down, break it down because it can be overwhelming if suddenly you go from 0 to 60 and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't even know how to get started. I don't know how I would do any of this. Breathe and pick the one most juiciest piece of that image that comes to mind and just put your focus on that one thing. Put your focus on that one thing, the biggest, we like to call it in our circle here, the red tricycle goal. You remember when you were a kid or you watched a Christmas movie, for example, and at the end of the movie, the kids come downstairs and they're so excited and they just know that, Santa Claus was there and the present that they really, really wanted is under that tree or next to the chimney, that red tricycle, the shiny thing. Now, when you get yourself into that energy, think about that. Look at the thing that you've written now. What part of that goal, that vision, that dream life really shines for you? All right. Now, this is a little bit again with the real talk from me, okay? This is me, Leah Dunlap, giving you some real talk. No one else gets to decide what a dream life looks like for you. Not your mother, not your brother, not your spouse, not your kids, not even me, right? No one gets to determine what your dream life is. Your dream life is your dream life, period. And you deserve it. You deserve to have that shiny red tricycle, whatever it is that matters to you. And that's the next piece, because oftentimes we edit things out of our life because we don't think they're possible or we don't deserve them. And I'll tell you what, not deserving them is usually a number one reason people don't achieve the things that they want to achieve. Not because they're not possible. In fact, I would say less that they're not possible, and more often than not, it's I don't think I deserve it. Even if it were possible, I would make sure it's not because I don't think I deserve it. That's kind of the mindset piece, the trick, right? The wormhole people fall down. So this is from me to you. Figure out what you want, really, really want, what would make you radically happy, and then write it down as clearly as you can, in as much detail as you can. And then every day for the next 30 days, sit down with your whatever you've written, read it through a couple of times, and then close your eyes and imagine stepping into the having of that. Which means if you're running a marathon, for example, and that's your goal, that's the dream to like run through a marathon, imagine yourself standing past the finish line, embraced by your family and your friends, and the ticker tape coming down, and whatever happens at the end of a marathon is all around you. That's the next step, to visualize the having. Write it down, visualize the having. And then the next piece, which maybe you're shouting at the screen right now for watching this, is to do something purposeful. Take purposeful action towards that having. Back to the example of the marathon. Buy the shoes, right? Join a running club. Go sign up for the marathon, whatever it is. Take one action every single day for 30 days. If you do these things, I promise you, you're going to be so much closer to unlocking your dream life than you were before we started this conversation. It's going to blow your mind. And once you do, you're going to want more. And if you want more, I invite you to come back or join us again at the Limitless Life Club and get involved in your life. Turn the key, get that motor pumping all the way up, and embrace this powerful tool that already exists for you. All right. Thanks for watching. Again, I'm Leah Dunlap, the Oracle on Purpose. This is the Oracle on Purpose podcast, and we invite you to come back week after week as we not only share these tidbits with you from Oracle and me, but also from the women founders and entrepreneurs that we've invited to be our guests, who are going to share their important journeys, their beautiful inspirations for how they created and made their dreams come true. Thanks again. We'll see you next time. Make sure you subscribe so you can follow us again. Bye now.